What's up, everybody? Eric Wilson, Alex Fleming, Sports Arena, Fancy and Flavors, Buck Report contributor, Florida Sun Review. Hey, all right, here we go. AFC West time. Alex, my brother, what's good, man? How are you?
Glad it's the weekend. We've been at it all week, bro. We've been at it all week.
Yeah.
I'm glad we saved this for the last because this is the reigning, defending champions that we're talking about.
Yeah, before we get to them, though, let's start with this Denver Broncos team first and foremost. I want to look at them because it seems to be that they got some new talent on this squad. You know, I want to look at their schedule. And quite honestly, you know, I think looking at it, you start off with the Titans at home. Then you got to go to Pittsburgh. You must consider that Bucs game a loss. But then you've got a stretch of about 3 games where you might be able to pull something out your side before you get to the Super Bowl champs in your first of 2 meetings with the Jets, the Patriots, and the Dolphins. Now, listen, say what you want about Drew Lock and Phillip Lindsay and Cortland Sutton. That young nucleus, I think, is going to be good. I think they could, as long as they are able to pull themselves together and remain a cohesive unit, I like them. I really do. So I think they're young, hungry, and scrappy. It's the second half of the schedule that bothers me, man. Saints and Chiefs back-to-back.
LL.
Yeah. And then you end with the Chargers and then you got the Bills. I mean, you got the Carolina Panthers in between. So looking at this, I'm going to say, and you know what, we might do another show, you and I, maybe throw some more people in and kind of revamp this as the season gets closer. So for right now, and I reserve the right to change my opinion, for right now, I say Denver Broncos 6-10. For right now.
Ooh. Call me now for your free reading. I agree.
6-10. Yeah.
Everyone's blowing up the Denver Broncos because you got Jerry Jeudy and you picked up KJ Hamler and you still had Deshaun Hamilton, who's probably going to be out of the starting spot because no one's taking Cortland Sutton's. You know, I'm not saying he's fantasy gold, but he's safe. Add the addition of Melvin Gordon, and you got a pretty murky backfield between Lindsey, Gordon, and more than likely Freeman. Booker's already gone. They have the weapons on offense. They're going to be missing Chris Harris Jr. I don't know why they would ever let that man go because he was the best thing on that defense.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Pimp. Now, you can't say that. What about Von Miller?
What about Von Miller?
Come on.
He's
now.
Old and long in the tooth. Who was shutting down the wide receivers? Who was making people have bad days? Who cut off one half of the field? Chris Harris Jr.
But they brought in A.J. Bouye. Why is that funny? Why is that funny?
You got jokes.
What you mean?
A.J. Bouye is no way, shape, or form
I'm not saying he's Chris Harris
Jr.,
but he's definitely a guy who could fill that. He could fill that need.
No, not in the AFC West. Because the funny thing about the AFC West is that everybody has weapons. KC, Demarcus Robinson, bigger than A.J. Bouye. Tyreek Hill, faster than A.J. Bouye. Sammy Watkins, faster than A.J. Bouye. Henry Ruggs, faster than A.J. Bouye.
Okay.
Tyrell Williams, bigger than A.J. Bouye.
I got it.
Keenan Allen, craftier than A.J. Bouye.
I'm about to mute you. I really am. I got you. Okay. You made your point. We both said 6-10. Fine. I don't agree with it, but this is why we do what we do. Let's keep it moving. Let's go on to the LA Chargers in their brand new stadium.
You remember last year, 2 years ago, when the Rams were talking about moving and getting their own stadium, and they just had this big blow up, and somehow, some way, California referees missed the pass interference call against the Saints? The LA Chargers are my Cinderella this year. Oh. Everybody's saying they're going to be garbage because Phillip Rivers is gone and Tyrod Taylor is there, only to be a placeholder to Justin Herbert. Let me tell you something. Justin Herbert's going to be benched on that sideline for most of this year because until Tyrod Taylor does something to give you that position, it's Tyrod's to lose. People don't seem to remember that Tyrod Taylor and Anthony Lynn did their thing in Buffalo. Tyrod Taylor's a good starter if you actually give him a chance. I love the fact that Austin Eckler is now the man.
Thank you.
In Los Angeles.
Thank you.
And Justin Jackson Jr.
Hey, wait, hold on. Hold on really quick. Time out. Remind me again, who was the guy who picked up Austin Eckler with the first pick in his draft? Who picked him up?
Early.
Who picked him up?
You. Too damn early.
And what do you mean too damn early?
Too damn early.
Whatever.
You could have got Austin Eckler. You could have got Austin Eckler in the second round easily, and nobody would have said two words about it.
Not with the people who we were drafting with, because they recognized how good Austin Eckler was going to be. I would not have gotten him in the second round. So I picked my shot, and it proved to work out for me. Continue. I digress.
The Chargers defense is sick, nasty. Bosa, Ingram, coming at you on the edge. Derwin James is healthy and he's back in the house. Casey Hayward is serviceable, and the addition of Chris Harris Jr. makes that secondary a no-fly zone. No one is counting this team to do anything this year, and that's exactly why they're going to do it. They are a playoff team, sir. Not Denver, but the Los Angeles Chargers. I almost had to give you some push-ups because I wanted to say San Diego, but I know better. Watch for the Chargers to make a splash.
What's the record?
Ooh, this might shock you. I got them going 10-6.
I can see it. I can definitely see it because they've got a stretch of games. Jets, Dolphins, Jaguars. That's 3 wins right there.
That's 3 wins.
Patriots, Falcons. That's 2 more wins. They got the Broncos twice on the back end of the schedule. If you split one there, that's 6 right there.
That's right.
Panthers, 7.
There you go. Keep going. Keep going. We almost there. They split with Oakland. They split with KC. That's 9.
I'll say 8-8. Kansas City, I think, is going to beat them twice. They'll split with Vegas. I give them 8-8. You got them at 10-6?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. New look, new stadium. Not really a new look, just a new stadium, which is a beautiful stadium, by the way. The Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, bruh, I done seen that thing from beginning till now. Having been to Vegas 3 times in 1 year, twice for business. It was something to behold, man. And to see the finished product, I have never wanted to go to another stadium outside of Philadelphia more than I want to go to this stadium. I want to be inside of the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Forget about the Strip and going down from, Mandalay Bay all the way down to the Wynn, Cosmo, whatever. I want to go there. But, man, Vegas Raiders, Derek Carr, I love me some Derek Carr, but that injury, I think, is still the one thing holding him back. I think he is scared to truly go out and be himself and get out of his shell, if you will. You brought in Marcus Mariota. You still have Darren Waller. You got Josh Jacobs. Oof. I want to look at this squad right now and say they are a playoff team. And looking at their schedule again, I'll run it down with you. Carolina, that's a win. Saints, Patriots. Saints, you'll lose. Patriots, you might win, even though you're in New England, but it is September. Bills, you'll get a loss. Chiefs, you'll get a loss. Bucks, you'll get a loss. But then Browns, Chargers, Broncos, that's 3 more. Chiefs, you might, we said they're going to split one. You'll beat the Falcons. You'll beat the Jets. You know what Phillip Rivers is capable of doing. And if that defense steps up like we know they can do, they'll beat them. And then Chargers, Dolphins, Broncos, man. 9-7. That's what I'm saying with the Las Vegas Raiders. 9-7.
Once again, we agree. The Las Vegas Raiders have retooled. You know what they were missing last year? Number 1 wide receiver. If Antonio Brown keeps his mouth shut and actually stays on this team, we're probably not even talking about the Kansas City Chiefs being the Super Bowl champions. But que sera, life has a funny way of happening. Henry Ruggs was selected first out of all the wide receivers because speed kills. Tyrell Williams is a big power possession receiver. Josh Jacobs reminds me of Marcus Allen without O.J. Simpson or Nicole Brown, but that's a different story. Darren Waller is the bottom of the barrel, the cream of the crop for tight ends. It's all up to Derek Carr. Can you right this ship? Because you're healthy. You don't have any more excuses. Clone Farrell might have been a questionable pick 2 years ago. You got your Abram, your safety back, Jonathan Abram, from injury. Vontez Burfict, can you please not get suspended so they don't have a hole at the linebacker position? I believe this is going to be a perfect storm for the Vegas Raiders and that brand new Death Star Stadium. Unfortunately, I do have them making the playoffs, but they're going to be on the road the entire way. Don't sleep on the Raiders. Their schedule is a bit of a roller coaster. But if they go on a 3-game winning streak this year, they're making the playoffs. 9-7, 7th seed.
All right. And lastly, we're discussing the reigning defending Super Bowl champ, Patrick Mahomes, alongside one of the greatest head coaches, in my opinion, Andy Reid, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, name them all. I don't even care. I don't even care. Name them all. Kansas City Chiefs. What more can we say about Kansas City except for the simple fact is this. As long as Patrick Mahomes is under center, it don't matter. That brother will find a way to get the W. By any means necessary, he will get it done. And that team, that whole entire, that state has just rallied themselves around this man because he has done something that hasn't been done in half a millennium. And that is half a century. And that is bring home a championship. Bro, I look at this. I feel this way about them the same way I feel about Baltimore. It's going to be 13-3. That week 3 Monday night football game between Kansas City and Baltimore, why they put it so early in the season is beyond me. But you know everybody's going to be glued to the TV to watch this.
But they played week 3 last year, if you remember.
But we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. We did not know.
Yes, we did. Because I remember writing an article saying you're not paying attention.
Okay.
Baltimore Ravens and their explosive offense.
If you wrote the article, that means you knew, but the rest of us were still needing to follow your lead on that one. So you may have known, but the rest of us were still like, really? This is what we're going to get? Okay, let's watch this and see what happens. Now we can say, thank you, Alex, for making us aware of it. But I got Kansas City, man, 13-3. And I will say the number 1 position in the AFC for the playoffs is going to be based off the winner of that particular game. By week 3, we will know who's going to be the number 1 seed, whether it be Kansas City or Baltimore. I have both of them with the same record, 13-3.
This is where we disagree.
Okay.
That Monday night matchup week 3 is early for a reason. You know how in the NCAA, the college football playoff, if you lose a game, you can't lose another game, but you can get back in the playoff picture? The loser of that Monday night game isn't going to be out for the first seed. But that number 1 seed is going to be so key because as we remember, the number 2 seed is getting screwed with no Vaseline this year because you don't get a bye week for being number 2, bro. You get 2 home games and then a trip to the number 1. Baltimore Ravens 13-3, Kansas City Chiefs 12-4. I have nothing against Patrick Mahomes. I got nothing against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm glad they beat up on Nick Bosa in that bang, bang Niner game. But their division got better. They ain't running up on nobody anymore. When you're the champ, you get a target on your back. And everybody's going to be looking at that game, circling it, and saying, we need to beat these guys. The addition of Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going to add a different dimension to the running game. Love the man out of LSU, and he's funny. He also likes seafood. With that being said, they're an injury away from losing a couple of games, bro. Imagine if they lose Linus. Travis Kelce goes down with an injury. Knock on wood, that doesn't happen. Imagine if they lose Tyreek Hill. Remember, halfway through the season, they didn't have Tyreek last year. Who's to say he's not injury prone now? Bro, that defense didn't get any better. That defense did not get any better. Emmanuel Ogbah is now in Miami. Yes, they still got Tyrann Mathieu, but they got a lot of people who jumped ship. You still got to pay Frank Clark, bro. He showed up. He was there. But your linebacking core isn't all that. Nothing to write home about. And you're in the AFC West, which is arguably going to be one of the best divisions in football this year. Take away Denver. You got 3 teams in the AFC West who are going to make the playoffs. Kansas City will be your number 2. Oakland Raiders or the Chargers will be your number 5. And then the other one will be your number 7 because I have Cleveland taking the number 6 seed. This is going to be a highly competitive division, but I see KC at 12-4.
Fair enough. All right. Really quick, Alex and I both say that Kansas City is going to win this division. I say 13-3. He says 12-4. Follow that by he has the Chargers at 10-6, while I have them at 8-8. We both have the Raiders at 9-7, and we both have the Denver Broncos at 6-10. Alex, man, this has been phenomenal. Thank you so much, man, for doing this with me. We've covered all 8 divisions, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, you're going to get more from us. This is only the beginning of Alex Fleming, Florida Summer Review, Fantasy and Flavors, and Buck Report contributor, and your man, Eric Wilson, Sports Arena. Until next time, everybody be safe. Hey, hashtag turning dreams into reality. We're going to get it done. Peace.